Mixta, time for the Mixta, come get your Mixta. Yo, Mixta Boyz back up in this bitch.
Yo, we back.
It's your boy Max.
Tucci's.
And Fats.
And today we got that UFC 252 review.
Miocic versus
DC for the last ride.
For the retirement.
Man.
What a fight.
What a fight. And that's... Well, I mean, that's going to be the grand finale of this. But I guess we'll start off with the main event of the prelim, which was...
Jim Miller versus Vince Pinchel. I don't know how to say his last name.
I don't know.
Michelle, maybe?
Yeah, but this was a fucking highly anticipated bout because this dude, Jim Miller, submitted like the last 3 of his 4 opponents, and he's been on a crazy-ass win streak. And Pinchel's been... Well, he was a favorite. But he was the underdog on the ground, and this would just manhandle Jim Miller on the ground and nearly submitted him a couple times. So it was a crazy bout.
I think I caught like the last bit of the third of that fight. I didn't get to see.
I didn't even
much
watch
of
that
it.
fight.
So you watch it?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. It was a good grappling match. Like if anything,
was it back and forth, total domination?
It was back and forth in the first round and a little bit in the second, but maybe a minute into the second, the other dude just fucked him up, took him over, did what he wanted to him on the ground, and just fucked him up. Yeah. All right.
So domination.
Domination.
But he got
first fight of the main card.
John Dodson.
Little ass John Dodson.
Versus Merab.
We ain't even gonna try it.
We ain't even gonna try.
Hey, take your best guess.
Homeboy from Georgia.
You see this shit? Shit. I mean, look, I'm just gonna get straight to the point. I think John Dodson should retire.
Yeah.
I think
it's about time.
The magician has no more magic.
You know what's crazy is like that whole bout, right? Dominic Cruz was like, right? Because Dominic Cruz was there, right?
Yeah.
He was like, oh, he's looking for that. He's looking for that left. He's looking for that left. You see how he's countering his right. You see how he's countering his right. He's just looking for that, and it never came. It came maybe like once in like the end of the third round or something. You know.
Yeah. I mean, John Dodson had a hell of a career. He's fought the best of the best. He's kind of in that situation where like his body frame is like thick, but he's small. So he went up a weight class from his original weight class, and I think him getting older, he can't make that weight no more anyway. So you might as well just fucking let it go.
Yeah.
I think he should go to bare knuckle.
Ooh. Fuck, bruh. Fuck, getting manhandled. I don't even know if there's another fucking 4'11" dude to bare knuckle against.
Well, his weight class will be 135 or 140. And he got the hands, he got the speed.
Who's he fighting? Paige Van Zandt?
Damn.
I think he's a likable dude. I think he could find another career in something else. I mean, he's a likable dude, big old smile, always hella cool, never trash talks. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Good role model. Yeah, good role model. I can see him just being a coach or a trainer teaching kids.
Flashy, but not like overly showy and confident. Yeah. He just knows that, all right, I'm here to do my job.
He did not retire. So he looks like he's going to try it out. And the thing about John Dodson is every time, I've thought of this a couple times in the past couple of years, like, damn, he should retire. Then he goes like on a 2-fight, 3-fight win streak, and you're like, oh, he still got it. But then he goes up against a top opponent, and it's just like, ugh.
Yeah, but this one was just a hug fest.
Yeah.
That was it. Wasn't really much to it.
Which, that's the new wave in UFC, dog. Just hug it out, man.
Dude got the win.
Why fight when you can hug it out, bro?
Yeah. And that's what Dodson said in the first. He's just hugging me. That's it.
And so next fight, I mean, obviously that dude Merab won. I mean, it's pretty dominant. Not like whooped his ass, but just like he clearly won. Second fight was Gilbert Burns' little brother, Herbert Burns, versus
Daniel
Pineda. And so the storyline on this one was
he left the UFC in 2014, but before that he was 6-0 in his division. So he was highly anticipated coming back to this bout
after 6 years gone.
Yep.
So he came back, and then obviously Herbert Burns is Gilbert Burns' little brother.
So he has the hype train behind him.
Yeah, hype train, big potential.
And Gilbert always said that this dude was better than him. And
Especially
they always try to hype him. Your younger brother might even be better.
Yeah.
Pineda had to lose 27 pounds
in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks,
he took it on short notice,
and he did it while Burns was overweight, like 3 or 4 pounds.
Yeah.
So right away that kind of created a little bit of a storyline. Like, damn, this dude did 27 in 2 weeks, and you can.
I want to say he got a bonus plus this dude's 20%.
Yeah, oh yeah, but he wanted the 30. He wanted 30% of his purse. They just didn't give it to him.
Yeah. Hey, 20 is better than nothing though.
Hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, but when the dude didn't cut weight, he had to do 22 weeks to cut 27 pounds.
Yeah,
I would see why he would want.
Honestly,
that.
for me, what I think a good. I mean, this is my only like spitballing here, but I think if a fighter misses weight by anything over a pound, 50% pay cut, and there's no fight. That's it.
Oof.
That would make motherfuckers be like, yo, I can't even risk it. Like, I have to make weight. Else I lose 50 and I don't fight.
That sucks for us, the people who want to watch that fight.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but then you can just blame the fucking fighter. That means the fighter don't give a fuck about you as a fan. If they're going to just keep letting that happen, like,
yeah, I guess.
That's part of the game. That's part of the game, bro. Like, you got to make weight. I mean,
it's good, but it's not good.
Well, the thing is, all these motherfuckers are trying to suck down to a smaller weight class to be able to knock niggas out anyway. So why don't you just start fighting dudes your size and your weight? Like, that'd be like me just like trying to go fight middle schoolers and just suck myself down so I can make weight and beat them up. Like, that's what Connor did. That's what a whole bunch of dudes did.
You talking about kids, man?
Yeah, I mean,
these dudes are grown ass men.
Grown ass kids.
But this is MMA. This is how to get better advantage.
Probably fuck you up too, man.
They're trying to get the better advantage. That's it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're trying so hard for an advantage instead of just fight, bro. Just fucking fight. And if weight is that hard for you, where you can't make it, or you think like, fuck it, I can't make it, but I still get to fight anyway. And as long as I knock a dude out, people are gonna forget I didn't make weight. Because that's really like what this comes down to a lot of times. Like, there's certain dudes that don't make weight. It happens in boxing too. They don't make weight, but they're like, if I just have it, just devastatingly finish you, no one's even gonna remember I didn't make weight that fight. Mm-hmm. They're just gonna be like, damn, you see that nigga knocking the fuck out. So, fuck that. They need to be penalized for that. Or do same day weigh-ins like they used to do in boxing back in the day. You weighed in before the fight, and that way that was a fight. That's the weight you were fighting at.
I mean, 20% of your purse is still a lot of money, man. But
it's not enough if people keep missing weight.
Yeah,
because you got some big name. I mean, he's not even a big name, but you have big name dudes missing weight. It's like that seems to be a problem, and cutting weight itself is already dangerous. You're already
Figueiredo.
Yeah. Figueiredo. Yeah,
in the first fight against
and then he won and didn't,
and then they gave the rematch, and we obviously knew he was going to win again.
But I mean,
it's not here nor there.
Weight difference aside, Pineda pretty much fucked dude up.
Yep,
I mean, dude, Burns looked good. Like, he had a little moment. He looked good, a little 2-minute stretch where he was looking like, okay, this dude can. But this dude fucking fucked him up.
Yeah, once the second round came, it was all Pineda.
It was all, and we got him in the crucifix and started fucking him up.
Yep.
Now I don't know if the ref stopped it or if dude verbally tapped. I'm not sure. Because he did have his arm spin and he was just taking elbows to the face. But I mean, this dude Pineda did mention in his interview too that dude pissed him off by not making weight.
Yeah.
So he fucked him up even probably worse.
Well, good.
That's good.
He deserved it.
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah. On to the next fight. We got Junior Dos Santos versus
Jairzinho Rosenstruck.
And what's his Biggie Boy versus Sagano.
No, Junior Dos Santos. Two Saints.
Okay. Wait, is his nickname Sagano?
Who?
Yeah.
Sagano?
Yeah.
I call him Two Saints.
Two Saints?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Dos Santos. Oh. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, both these dudes, the first round was really not much. A lot of respect for each other's power.
Yeah. Nobody wanted to get hit.
Nobody wanted to get hit. Both of them, I think both of them coming off knockouts, right? Or no, Sagano won his last fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was coming off a loss, Rosenstruck.
Yeah, he was coming off getting knocked the fuck out from Francis.
Yeah.
So I can see why he didn't want to fucking get knocked out. Junior did catch him, I think, with something, but it wasn't. They didn't wobble him. It kind of made him back up.
No, it was just his left. He got him with the left.
He got a cool pop, but I mean, when he caught Junior, fuck,
it was like a clip, not even a caught. And then when he
when
he finished, because he wasn't really doing nothing the whole fight. So
nope.
I think he got scared, and just when he came in, he just let it go real quick.
Boom.
Yep.
Boom. This Rosenstruck dude, I still don't know about him.
I don't believe the hype though.
I can't. I'm in the middle. He has.
He's got some good knockouts.
He's not top tier yet, but he's not trash.
Yeah.
He's probably right in the middle of the pack. But he just started.
He's definitely
UFC,
up and coming.
Has he fought Derek Lewis yet?
No, but that could be the next one.
Because I think he's like a weak or lesser Derek Lewis, in my opinion.
Fuck,
That'd be a good fight.
bro. Derek Lewis is way more athletic than that dude. Derek Lewis be throwing flying knees,
This
bro.
dude was a 80-some victory streak kickboxer. Heavyweight.
We don't look like it. He
Yeah,
looked like
he
he
got
was like
scared.
he was scared. He's got knocked the fuck out.
He did.
But hey, he got the job done, and it was a second round knockout. You know, but judging by the first round, I was like, "Fuck, here we go, fucking Nagano Black Beast fight all over again." But then that second round, it was just that's the thing with heavyweights. It could change like that. One shock changed the whole fucking fight. It could be over. So shout out to Biggie Boy. And
Biggie Boy.
I think either probably Overeem or Derek Lewis next would be a good to see where he's at. And then the next fight, talking about hype trains, talking about the UFC really pushing a fighter. You got Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Chito Vera. And this fight was highly anticipated for me.
Yeah.
I felt like it was finally a step up in competition for O'Malley because O'Malley's been talking that shit. And I like the kid. Don't get me wrong. I like him. You know, other than he got popped using PEDs and they act like it never happened. But whatever. But Chito definitely had a chip on his shoulder. He definitely had a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, because he had a fucked up decision in his last fight that he should have won, but he lost. So he was upset over that. And plus, O'Malley was talking all this bullshit about his country and all this about this
Bro,
dude.
you see, he dyed his hair the colors of this dude's flag, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was tripping out on why his hair color was that. I was
yeah, because he's from Ecuador, I think.
Yeah.
So he fucking dyed his hair the color of his
That's what
flag.
said
Damn.
he wanted to feel the power of that fool punching him or some shit. You know?
That shit was
some dumb ass
great.
shit. But I mean, if old boy wouldn't have fucked up his ankle, I think it
different.
would have been a good
Yeah.
fight. I think they need to run it back. You know?
Not running back, but
Yeah, I don't know about running back, but
Yeah.
they might see each other later. I mean, it's
I didn't
unfortunate.
say immediately, but
eventually.
you know, in the future.
Yeah, I think.
I don't think Vera will be around.
I mean, the thing about I don't know, bro. He looked good. I mean, but the thing is, that before the ankle roll, it kind of wasn't shit there to kind of judge on anyway. You can't really say one dude was winning before that happened.
Nah,
They're both kind of filling each other out.
Yeah, O'Malley
set
had he was getting him with the range, but Vera was adjusting.
Yeah, he was.
You know, and then that's when the ankle thing happened.
See, but what I like about that motherfucker, because when I was watching it, all I saw was that O'Malley started limping. I didn't see the ankle roll until the replay. But I did see that his leg, like something was fucked up his leg. He was noticeably fucked up. I thought it was his knee. I thought he got leg kicked his knee or got his knee blown out. Ended up being the ankle. But what I like is that Marlon Vera recognized it in the ring and he started leg kicking him more. Thinking that it was the leg too, you know, because the dude was all wobbly like a fucking deer legged. And now I think Sean O'Malley should take that experience and get your fucking ground game up, bro. Because even though he went to the ground, if he knew any type of jiu-jitsu, he still could have tapped him. I mean, just because you're on the ground don't mean the fight's over, you know?
Yeah.
Like
I don't think he would have been able to
I
tap
think
him.
he definitely can't tap fucking nobody. That's my point, though.
Yeah.
But I'm saying in that situation, my leg don't work. I fell. Dude's like aggressively like, I'm going to jump on you. You know what I mean? Do some shit.
Well,
But you don't even know what to do other than...
Well, during his whole suspension during the PEDs thing, he only practiced wrestling.
Yeah,
he
to not get taken down.
Yeah, he didn't practice anything while he was on the ground.
He needs to just be practicing off his back. That's it. Don't even practice like full mount because you're never gonna like if he had a position to get full mount, O'Malley would stand up because he's a good striker. But Marlon Vera took advantage of the situation. I mean, injuries happen in fights. It's a fucking fight. You know, I can't feel too bad about someone rolling their ankle when they were getting punched in their face. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
definitely not.
So,
Definitely not.
But
Vera deserves everything from that fight.
But and it could have happened to him. He could have rolled his ankle and he would have won. And
There goes the sugar train.
Yeah. But I'm interested to see where O'Malley goes from here, though, because this was his first real step up. He did lose by, the controversy is a knockout, right?
Yeah.
So we all of us had different opinions on that.
I don't think he got knocked out.
I think
Herb Dean just stopped it because he knew something was wrong and he didn't want that food to continue to
take
hurt.
more damage.
Yeah.
And
that's what all the commentators were saying.
It's
what Rogan was saying.
It's a classic TKO. That's it.
Yeah, stoppage by strikes. Now, yeah. See, I thought he went out. I didn't think it the first time, but when they showed the replay and he was covering up, he got hit with one and he kind of went like this real quick.
He got hit with a right and then he hit the canvas. And then as he was going back up, he got hit with the forearm.
Yeah, I think the forearm he was already back, but when he hit the canvas, his hands also went. That's the only thing that kind of gave it away. If it was just that, it's like, oh, he got hit. Of course, his head's bouncing. But his hands kind of went, because he was, and it kind of went like that real quick, and then kind of went back. So I don't know if maybe he went out real quick, but like you said, Herb Dean himself has said in plenty of interviews that, like, as a ref, his thing is always, when they talk about stoppages, protect the fighter.
Yeah, yep.
So he's always said, if I think that fighter, there's no way he can even get out of it, I'm going to stop it even if he's not knocked out.
Yeah, and Herb Dean was an excellent referee.
Yeah. O'Malley wasn't going to get up from there.
No.
He had no leg to get up with.
No,
he would have get fucked up more.
Yeah.
Even after the fight was over, like, he couldn't even get up.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I was kind of thinking was... This was at 4:39, so there was about 20 seconds left of the fight. Maybe let it go until he's out. I mean, he probably would have went out still, but maybe he could have held on for 20 seconds and it would have started standing up again. And he could have, because he switched his style up when he rolled his ankle, right? Before he rolled his ankle, he was working range, kind of pressing, kind of going. When he rolled his ankle, he started stopping and waiting for dude and trying to counter, just wait for him to come at him and counter, because obviously he couldn't do too much. Which was smart, too. That's why I respect Sean O'Malley, because he didn't panic. He was like, fuck, my shit's fucked up, so backup plan, I'm just going to wait for him to come to me, kind of work off the cage, let him come within my range and pop him instead of having to go.
No, I mean, he did everything he could in that situation, so it was respect to him. But at the end of the day...
I believe he fucked that foot up already, too, though.
They were saying something that he had probably fucked it up prior in camp.
Yeah.
But I didn't really hear too much about it.
It looked like just a good old classic roll, man.
Yeah, that shit looked like it hurt, though, man.
Yeah, it did. It did.
That
he obviously did. He was like, fuck.
As soon as the fight was over, he started crying. He
took him out on the stretcher. Yeah. But props to Cheeto. I mean, who knows what's next? The only thing I think is going to happen.
He's on a 6-fight win streak.
No.
But I think he's going to be unfairly treated because, I mean, you know how the UFC is.
Yeah.
Put it this way. If Sean O'Malley would have beat him, Sean O'Malley probably would have been fighting top 5 and been like one fight away from a title. Right?
He's
not going to get that. He's going to get 3-4 more fights. You know what I'm saying? Before they even consider this guy. So that's how UFC works, man. But cool ending. Unpredictable. And now on to the big boys.
Yep.
Main event.
Greatest fight.
Ooh, the greatest heavyweight.
And Stipe. Round 3. They're 1-1 with clean knockouts of each other. No controversy in either of the two fights. This one, a little bit of controversy. I guess starting from the first round, we'll start
with a lot of controversy.
Just a little. I mean, slightly. It's something to mention.
Something to mention, but nothing to be
it's an excuse to be used, just like the Sean O'Malley foot. It's like, well, if this didn't happen, maybe it's a fight. If a lot of things didn't happen, maybe you win. Yeah. So. But we'll start with the first round, right? First round, I gave it to Stipe. DC did have like a cool little blitz at the end where he caught Stipe. Nothing too big, but Stipe was just kind of tapping the jab not too much. It was kind of close. I could see that going either way.
I actually gave that round, the first round, to DC.
I had it
Stipe. Okay, so
hold on. I could see how he gave it a DC because that one kept catching him with those rights.
Those crazy,
but they weren't hurting him.
Nah.
They were doing.
I don't know if in the first round if he I think he caught him at the end. Like I said, at the end of the round, and I think might have been enough to sway the round, which I understand. Yeah. And in the second round, I had it exactly opposite. I had DC winning that, controlling it, and then
even though he got dropped at the end,
but then Stipe almost finished it. But I felt like that 15 seconds wasn't enough to erase the 4 minutes that DC was handling business. So, but like I said, once again, another close round. It could go either way. I felt like those were the only 2 rounds that were close in the fight. Was 1 and 2. How'd you guys score 2?
I had it.
Stipe.
Yeah. See, I had a DC just because I felt like he was popping the jab and moving, kind of controlling the ring a little. But that last part, I could totally see. That's the closest the fight ever came to being stopped this whole fight. Yeah. So I could see someone saying he won that round.
He went out. He blacked out.
He went out.
He looked wobbly.
He went to the corner and he asked like if he was out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like he asked.
Caught his shit.
Now, but they told him no. So they were good.
Now, props to the ref for not stopping it because it was at the very, very end of the second. So he let him go to the bell. Props and props to the corners for kind of, because like you said, DC was out of it, but they're like, hey, no, you could, they talk. They didn't panic either. Yeah. When he came back to the corner, they were like, yo, you gotta be careful, watch your feet. They were just like, that's good, second round, you're good. You got out of there. Now, something to note. During that flurry, when Stipe was beating DC's ass on the side of the cage, he beat the shit out of DC, and DC's eye got busted.
Yep.
right? Up to this point, I believe DC eye poked Stipe once, and Stipe kind of grazed low blow DC.
Yeah,
nothing too big.
Yeah.
But those punches, because he was giving it to him on the side of the cage, it did bust and start swelling DC's eye.
Yeah.
So then comes the third round. Third round, I gave it to Stipe.
Mm-hmm.
What we got on that?
Third round, Stipe.
Stipe. We all feel Stipe. But at the end of the third round, there was a really good eye poke.
Yep.
Deep in there, like knuckle deep in DC's eye.
Yeah, it was right above. It was right on the eyelid.
It was
the upper
right
inside.
Like in the replay, it rippled.
It was almost a gouge. It was almost a gouge. Like it's that deep. Like not purpose. And it wasn't. Neither one of them were purpose. None of the blows were purposely done.
He was just extending his reach.
Yeah, and DC said something to the ref because it happened right at the end of the round.
No, so he said he poked my eye.
Yeah, he said, and the ref said, "You got hit with a punch."
I seen a punch.
Yeah, but then the ref came back and said, "I did see on the replay it was an eye poke." Yeah. So props to that. I think, but I don't think the ref should have said that. I think when a fighter says, "Yeah, this happened," that the ref should say, "I didn't see it." That's it.
He did see that.
Huh?
He did say that.
No, but he said it was a punch. He said you got punched. And then he went and saw the replay. It was like, oh, wait, you did get poked.
Yeah, he apologized.
But I'm saying, don't put yourself in that situation. Like, don't say as a ref, don't be like, nah, because he kind of like talked DC down. DC was pissed. DC said, hey, you poked my fucking eye. He's like, no, it was a punch. Like, pretty much like, shut up, it was a punch.
But if he didn't see it,
then that's what you say. Just say, I didn't see it, DC. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. That's it.
He said, I saw a punch.
But he tried to like tell him that he was wrong. Like, no, he didn't. He punched you. And that was like kind of like, I think, as a ref, you got to be as neutral as possible to say, hey, I didn't see it, bro. My bad.
I don't know. I don't think there was a problem with what happened.
No.
It's the same way, like, I don't like when announcers are like, oh, yeah, that was a 10-8 round for sure. And it's like, bro, don't try to sway. You're just there to tell us what happened. We don't need your opinion on shit.
They're fighting, man. This is not about sensitivity.
Man, I mean, I think as a ref, it's just like, I didn't see it. That's it. My bad, I didn't see it. Or I thought it was a punch. But he, like, told him, no, it was a punch. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, bro, motherfuckers know when they got poked in the eye, bro. There's a big difference again. Punching your eye and getting poked in your eye.
At the same time, if that was turning around and it's just looking like he's turning, it also looks like he's just punching him.
Then just say that. Say, it looked like a punch to me.
That's what he said.
No, he said it was you got punched. Like,
yeah, he said,
like you're wrong. Like, you're lying type of thing.
That's why he's saying, like, you got punched. I saw a punch.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he said you got punched. But, I mean, we could check that back. I'm pretty sure because I remember arguing with the people I was watching the fight about.
That's why he apologized.
Yeah, he did apologize. Now, that did fuck up DC's eye more. It was already swelling shut, but it definitely probably fucked him up more. Mm-hmm. And it showed. Because 4th, 5th round, I gave Stipe.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, because he kept connecting with those rights and he couldn't.
And all DC had was just the no-look hook. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
the fake double leg with the right, yeah.
Yeah, he was catching him with that shit. Now my problem, man, is DC went for 2 takedowns in 25 minutes, bro. 2. Olympic wrestler has dumped everyone on their head from Dan Henderson to Josh Barnett to Anzal Gustafsson. Like, he has wrestling skills.
But in the past fights, how many times has he taken?
He fell in love with knocking dudes out. There's so many people that do that.
And in this fight, what he did is he brought in his old Olympic training mate and coach for this fight to work on his wrestling to help him.
And Kane came back.
Yeah,
this is his first train cap with Kane in a while.
Yup, and even Rockhold.
Mm-hmm. Rockhold came and helped him out. So that was disappointing to me.
But
because
all 3 of those dudes are on the losing end.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they're still, that's high class training partners.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers don't train with dudes on that caliber,
Yeah,
like,
no. I'm just saying,
but it's disappointing because it's like, when I thought about this fight, I said, fuck, all right. Seeing how the last couple fights went, I was like, I think Stipe is gonna get it. But the one thing in my mind was, unless DC wrestle fucks him. That's the one thing I was thinking because I always felt like DC had the ability to wrestle fuck everyone but John Jones.
But Stipe on this one was even trying to take him down. He went for 6 to 10.
Yeah, Stipe tried to take him down more than he tried to take him down.
Yeah, and also he had clinch game in this fight.
He did Usman his ass a lot.
Yeah,
but
I didn't really like it. But like I said, it's a new way of the UFC. Just hug it out.
Nah, but that stops DC from hitting him with the rights because he kept grabbing his hand and he kept fucking McGregor shouldering him in the face.
Oh, he did give him some shoulder
You know, and then that's where that the beautiful spinning back elbow to the chest came.
That was the best strike of the whole fight.
You know,
best strike of the whole fight.
That's where that came.
No, the best strike.
Came out the
best strike was the kick from Stipe to the head of DC.
Oh, that was a good one.
Nah, it looked funny.
Nah, that shit looked struggle. He tried.
It's a good one for a 40-year-old.
Now DC. The thing, DC obviously complained about the eye poke at the end. He didn't use it as an excuse, but he did mention it. But I was like, bro, getting poked in the eye don't stop you from wrestling. Being poked in the eye doesn't stop you from trying to get off the cage. Like, you didn't try to do any of that shit. You were just sitting there.
He was just scared that he couldn't see because he said it was all black.
So what? So you're just going to lay on the cage? Your last fight ever for the championship? He said he's retiring. He's done.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the big news from this fight.
He says he only fights for championships, but
it's not going to happen.
Well, if it's working out what I think is going to work out, what the UFC might be planning, especially what Dana White said, he doesn't believe DC's going to retire. I'm thinking that they're going to shoot DC versus John Jones heavyweight.
They can't do that
for the title and then DC's gonna and then Jones is gonna win.
He doesn't have the title.
No, Jones is gonna win and fight whoever has the title for the bout because they
Stipe has the title.
Yeah, but no, because Stipe and Ngannou is gonna be the next fight. That's already been confirmed.
No.
Yes.
If John Jones wants it, it's Ngannou's not getting it.
No. It's Dana White already said.
Yeah, he did.
Ngannou's getting it over Jones.
We'll see.
And in my opinion, it's gonna be Jones versus Cormier in the heavyweight title fight.
We'll see. How? It can't be Jones and DC for a heavyweight title fight.
It can't.
When neither one of them have the title. How?
That and
my bad, not title fight. My bad, title not for the
for number one contender.
Yeah, for number one contender.
DC already said that he's not gonna work his way back up. He's done.
No, but that's what I think Dana White's planning.
Dana White can only work with what he got. My thing is this:
that doesn't make sense.
John Jones is the number one moneymaker behind McGregor in the fucking UFC. So why would he be like, nah, in the pandemic, I don't want to make that much money. I'd rather make a little less money and give it to fucking Ngannou.
He said it already.
Well, he said, bro.
Post-interview fight.
Bro.
I'm going off his words. He's the CEO.
Bro.
He makes the fights. He's the one that...
How long have you been watching UFC?
I know, but I'm just saying.
No, how long have you been watching UFC?
I'm going off what is being spoken.
Okay, how long have you been watching the UFC?
For a while.
Since VHS days?
Huh? Not that long.
Okay. Either way, since Ultimate Fighter.
Shit happens, but right now it's Ngannou.
Okay, so that's hella years. By now, 2020.
Yeah.
You're trusting every word Dana White said. Dana White has said some crazy shit. Has promised fights that never happened. Has said for sure this is going to happen and it didn't happen. Has said, this ain't going to happen and it happened the very next week.
That was said there was never going to be a women's division.
Yeah, and he said there'd never be a women's division in UFC. And what happened? And then he just got all fucking Ronda Rousey's pussy and just started fucking doing everything for him. Bro, I can't believe anything Dana White says. I'll just wait to see it. But I think it would be hard for him to tell John Jones, nah, bro, like, I'm not gonna let you. That's belt for belt. That's way more than fucking him and Francis.
Well, because they're trying to make John.
So, what do you want to see? A Francis rematch with Stipe when he got dominated by Stipe, or a belt for belt, champ versus champ, greatest light heavyweight versus greatest heavyweight of all time?
So if Stipe wins, he's light heavyweight champion too.
Yeah.
No, it'd be heavyweight. It's not for both belts.
So it's only for John Jones.
It's for John Jones to get a second belt because Stipe's not coming down to light. So. You know what I mean? That's not happening.
He can.
No, he can't. He's so old.
206? He was 230 right here and he's looking slim.
But he looked good. He
looked good. I didn't even recognize him at first.
He didn't look bad.
I was like, who's this? I thought was Stipe was fighting.
I think he looked better than he has.
Best shape of his life looked like. Best shape of his life.
And his cardio was off the chain.
Oh,
in
yeah.
The fifth
round, they were both fucking pretty tired.
Yeah, but that was towards the end. But he came in fresh at that fifth round. He came in fresher than DC.
I saw DC in the fourth round. At the beginning of the fourth round, he kind of looked like he was picking. I was like, because I was like, that's why DC didn't really fight the first couple rounds. He was saving his energy.
Well, that's what they were saying. That DC has said it and time again that every third round is his time off.
Yep, and
he takes it off.
I mean, if you feel like you can give away a round, I guess go for it. It didn't work for him though. Nope. I think he knows he lost. There was no doubt about that. His whole thing was just the eye poke, but he didn't use that as an excuse.
Not only that, but he kept getting fucked up by those body hits.
Oh,
like Stipe kept catching him with body hits,
catching him again.
And Cormier, he had no answer for those again.
I mean, DC is a great fighter. I mean, to speak on his legacy since he did retire, great fighter, stand-up dude, role model, works with kids, coaches locally over here, close to us. You know what I mean? Coaches high school.
You're right.
Fuck,
Shout out to them.
Hey, man, like, you couldn't ask for a better, like, role model for children to look up to. Olympic athlete, clean, never. He probably don't even take protein, bro. Like, he's never even been close to being, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you see his body shape, that motherfucker ain't.
He loves burgers and fries.
You know what I'm saying? Popeyes. He's always, always done it the old-fashioned way. Because I think that's the thing, too. Is him being an Olympic athlete and a wrestler, I think to get to the Olympics, you have to be a clean-ass dude anyway. So once you create that habit, it won't even enter your mind to take any type of extra shit.
Yeah, no.
And he's never been accused of that. I've seen it since him with some of the most spectacular slams in UFC history. I mean, when he fucking dumped Dan Henderson on his fucking head upside down, or Josh Barnett, who's a big ass boy, dipped him and dumped him. Crazy shit. I mean, he is older, 40 years old.
He does have back problems.
We knew his time was coming.
Yeah.
Lifting heavier things when you're old and have back problems is troublesome.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's why he didn't wrestle. I was just super, super surprised, especially after the eye poke. Right after the eye poke, and he started catching those from Stipe, I was thinking, time to start wrestling. And in my mind, I'm like, you know what, Stipe? DC, I'm not even mad if you wrestle fuck. Because you have to. You can't see. So, like, go. But he didn't even try.
No. He wanted to knock out Stipe. And
he wanted to go out on a high note, on a KO.
And he knew that was the only way he could win.
Maybe call out John Jones for the last ride or something.
Duff was talking about he wanted to go out like Peyton Manning and all the greats. And this
and
he
did
that.
It. And he
That's
did
like,
it.
when you know you're at that verge, you don't talk about those things. You just go out and do them, and then you'd hope you go out like those dudes.
The only thing I kind of had a problem with just a little bit was the interview at the end when he was talking to Rogan. They ended it like a regular interview. I think Rogan should have said, "Is there anything you want to tell the fans?" He's retiring. Let him get his little. I mean, he kind of said a little bit, but let the last words come from DC. Thanks to all the fans. Thanks for everyone watching. Yeah, woo. It was kind of like, all right, man, we'll fucking see you soon. It's like, you're not, dog.
Well, Rogan seems soon.
Yeah, Rogan will.
They work together.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're going to work together for sure. But DC's a great commentator, so he's definitely got that coming for him. I think he's retired for now. I think he'll get the itch and maybe later this year or two and try to come back for a big fight. Not smart. But then again, I don't know. Because he's a very disciplined guy. Most wrestlers are really disciplined. I think he knows. He knows. You know?
Yeah, and he's not going to be Stipe again.
Because let's be real. DC wanted none of Nagano.
No.
So, and he's not going to want none of Nagano.
And he said it.
Yeah.
And he said it. I don't want none of that dude.
Yeah, fuck that. At least he's,
And Stipe went toe-to-toe with that dude.
He fucking manhandled that dude.
He knocked him out.
Oh, Stipe, yeah.
Yeah.
He stopped Nagano, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, did he?
Yeah, he knocked out Ngannou.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
And that's why the Derek Lewis and Ngannou fight was
because he was all scared. Well, I mean, shout out to Stipe. He is officially the greatest heavyweight champion in UFC history. No questions.
Hands down.
No questions.
Baby.
No controversy. No cap. You know what I'm saying? I think he has 6 title fights.
Yep.
I think he has 6 title fights and
4 defenses.
Four defenses. Because he lost and then he just won it back. So,
but he beat a lot of great people.
He did, and he's still got a couple more to go. If he beats John Jones, bro, because I'm a big John Jones fan. I'm biased as fuck. I think John Jones is gonna work him. So
I believe it.
I don't think so.
That's
Not a John.
That's
Jones
what I'm saying.
fan.
I'd rather see that fight than the Nagano rematch.
It'll be a knockout with the Nagano one, but John Jones won't be a knockout. It'll be a TKO, not a knockout.
You think who you think's knocking who out?
I'm thinking regardless of what happens in the fight, if it's an Ngannou versus Stipe, I'm thinking Ngannou's knocking out Stipe because all these right hands that he just received, I'm thinking weakened his chin, 1. And 2, if it's for against John Jones.
Wait. How did he weaken his chin if he didn't get knocked out?
He didn't even get he back got wobbled once in the fight?
Yeah, but still, you take so many hits. I'm just saying.
I don't think so.
The thing is, he's not going to fight him like that, dog. Yeah. He's going to take him down again and be like, let's see what you worked on.
And that already took Ngannou's best hit.
Yeah, he did. He did take Ngannou's hit.
So, how many years ago?
That was like 2, 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Your body changes. He's older. He's hitting like, 40 almost?
That's true.
Yeah, but he's leaner. He's leaner. I don't know.
Leaner and meaner, baby.
Doesn't change your age.
But shout out to Stipe on that, and then shout out to DC. Thank you for the great career as a fan. You know, I mean, I'm still a John Jones fan, and I always, you know, vote against you in that. But as a fan, I could appreciate your greatness, and you are the second best light heavy and the second best heavyweight, probably.
Damn,
you know what I mean?
second best. The
That's
first
still
loser.
good. That's still good. If I ever did anything, I'd be happy being in the top 5 of all time that ever existed. Like,
but is he a top 5 in the UFC?
Who? DC?
DC?
Yeah.
All time?
All time, pound for pound.
Oh,
No,
all time.
no,
Maybe
no,
in
no,
his
no.
division.
No. Yeah, maybe in his division for sure.
His era.
His era and his
And his
division.
division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't have long enough title runs to really be considered up there with some of the other great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
because
not
John
e-
Jones is for sure top 5. For
Like
pound for
GSP
pound.
is top 5.
He's top 1.
Yeah.
You know, GSP is top 5.
GSP
Yeah,
top
GSP,
5. John Jones.
Khabib.
You know,
Khabib's
was
getting there. He's getting
But he
there.
got
'Cause
some
still
more-
got Aldo. Aldo's undefeated for 10 years.
Yeah, but he's messing up his legacy.
10 years. Oh, yeah, he's missing but legacy now, but
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
prime. Anderson's disqualified because he got caught with real steroids
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah. Horse meat.
2 times. So, but I mean, if you want to still consider him, consider him. But I mean, DCA might creep up in there. Maybe he's
Randy Couture's top 10 too.
Oh, Randy Couture.
You know,
yeah, but
Randy
he-
Couture
yeah.
top 10.
DC's in top 10 then. I'll say DC.
I'll say if I'll split it up of the USADA era, top 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Top 5.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
Yeah,
start with
hands
that.
up.
Because
Yeah.
You go any further back, you know some niggas are
Oh,
juiced out.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Victor Balfour.
All of them niggas.
All you gotta say is Brock Lesnar, baby.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
juiced
You know,
up.
that's it.
But you know, salute to both fighters. Thank you for the great fight. Thank you for the
Yeah.
legacy. I'm
Yup.
enjoying looking for Stipe's legacy. And on that note,
Mixta
Mixta Boys
Boyz
out.